All right, the mic was off that whole time, but good thing I realized before I start going on the big rants. So that 1 minute handstand, just a test of strength to see if I could hold it or not. I think a 1 minute handstand shows you whether you have the strength enough to start moving away from the wall, which we obviously do. So I'm not worried about that. Now, all I'm worried about is balance and alignment. And like I said in a previous video, when it comes to like any skill of learning, there's like usually three. You just want to divide it into like three big tasks that you need to do, like three big things that you need to accomplish that'll directly impact your skill of it. So for a handstand, it'd be strength, your wrist strength and your shoulder strength, your alignment, and then your balance. So what I need to work on now is just balance. And this guy, Paul Twyman, he has a lot of really good videos on handstands. And I watched one this morning, and I'm going to try to implement his tips. All right, if you guys are trying to learn the handstand, then you probably watched videos. And a lot of them say, imagine your hands are just your feet, and your arms are your legs. So your hands are your feet, and your arms are your legs. And it's just like standing, you know, you're standing all day. You never really think about it. And the same thing is with balance. So you can see I'm kind of leaning forward. And what's stopping me from falling is I'm pressing my toes into the ground. And then you can walk forward, of course, but you're pressing your toes in the ground. And it's the same thing with your hands. Your fingers press into the ground when you have your belly facing outwards. So when we flip around, I'm going to kind of work on pressing, giving some pressure in my fingertips, trying to bring my feet just a little bit away from the wall. So we're going to see what happens. And you want to keep your body in one piece. That's what he said. You want to keep your abs and your glutes connected, like it's not separate. And then you kind of play around with your fingers. Okay, I don't know if you guys could see that or not, but my feet were moving away from the wall like very minuscule amount. Very minusculely moving away from the wall because I was using my fingertips to push in the ground, taking my feet off, and I wasn't kicking off the wall or using my hips to move myself away from the wall. It was just my fingers. And that's what you want to learn, is how to just use your hands to balance going forward. And then the other way, you're obviously going to follow the other way. You know, there's overbalance and underbalance. And the other way, you put your head on the wall. And how do you go back? You kind of like gotta move your hips back, right? So the other way is with your stomach facing the wall, and you kind of practice moving your hips back. So we're gonna give that a shot now. And I don't know if you guys saw that, but there was a good second where I was balancing without relying on the wall at all. And still needs a lot of work, yeah, but that's why we're out here. And another thing is really useful to learn when learning a handstand is how to fall with your stomach facing the wall. Because if you don't know that, it's going to be really scary going up into that position. All right, so we're just going to do that again. Same thing, just try to get my hands, get the balance going, and have better body alignment this time. I'm gonna take off. Training shirtless is actually a necessary part of training in a public park, because then you have less weight, so you can do the calisthenics skills easier. I'm just kidding. All right, but let's see. Let's go. Okay, felt a little something. Gosh, I don't know. I feel like I'm going a little too far maybe. So I think the problem with last time is I just wasn't fully stacked above, because this wall is freaking not straight. So just gotta find where to put my hands. Yeah, I'll just put them closer in. Oh, when I start feeling myself go backwards, I just don't know what to do. Oh, I know what to do. I just remembered. I gotta move my shoulders like back. Like I gotta, like how I would come out like this with my hips, like pointing my hips back like that to stand back up straight. It's basically that, but just with my shoulders instead. Yeah, needs a lot of practice still. I did not really do it at the right times, and I think that just comes down to like knowing where your body is in space, and I'm not really good at that yet, so definitely learning. Like if I knew the correct times to do that, it's still like I have to consciously do it, but once I do get subconsciously knowing when to do it, and that's when it's gonna get good. I think I gotta stop worrying about just going back and just start worrying about just finding that equilibrium when I don't go back. That's definitely gonna be a compilation of just fails. Whatever it takes 1,000 tries, it takes 1,000 tries. Get going on it. Alright, I'm gonna try the other way now. Actually rest a little bit. I've been trying to give myself more rest when learning these calisthenics skills. Gotta pick a nice park so you can enjoy nature while you rest and not just be mind too encapsulated by the workout, you know. You can get too focused in on one little thing, and then you forget the whole premise of everything, and then you're just going through the motions. You want to be deliberate. Got to be deliberate with your training. Always conscious, mindful, and working hard. I get so much better balance when I do it on this side. I wonder if I'm doing it the wrong way. But it does feel like I did get better at using my fingers, just doing like 100 reps, just kicking up and trying to use my fingers to push off. It did feel a lot better actually. I'm not gonna lie on that. And when you have your stomach facing the wall, you have to use more of your shoulders as your hips to push off the wall, like I was showing you earlier. So like I was saying earlier, the 3 most important things to learning a handstand is strength, balance, and alignment. And for alignment, you need to have good mobility with your shoulders, your back, just everything in your spine. So I'm gonna do some mobility drills for you. First is child's pose. Really stretches your lats out. If your lats are tight, then you can't just have your hands perfectly above your head like in a handstand. It just won't work. And you'll tilt, have overbalance, underbalance. And then for your scapula, I like to do cat and cow. What other drills? Hanging is a really good one. That really stretches your lats out and it just aligns your body because you're hanging. Gravity is like aligning your body for you. So I recommend to hang for mobility, and that'll get you better body alignment, and that'll help you balance. And then all you gotta worry about is strength. So there you go. For strength, I'll do a little strength work after the whole handstand set. But guys, I tried doing a freestanding handstand and I actually held it for a little bit. So let me set this camera up and show you. Okay. Alright, y'all, I think I'm gonna have to leave it there. My wrists are feeling fatigued. My shoulders are very fatigued. Did some crazy sets of pike push-ups and handstand push-ups, and I'm feeling tired. So that's gonna be the video. As always, I'll leave a little description of the of the training day. I'd say it's a pretty good training day. Definitely made some progress. I'll go home, eat some protein, and later tonight, if I'm feeling it, I might do even a second session. Just practicing going into handstands. Definitely gotta work on some stuff. But I think we'll get it. I think it's definitely within my grasp. Just gotta keep moving forward. All right, see you boys.